What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mode video. So today we are going to be having an unexpected blueprint video, something that I wasn't really expecting to make, which is the AK47 Moon Shadow review. So I already said that this season I wasn't going to go for every single draw. My main targets were the OTS draw as well as the Type 25 Legacy draw, and I think one other one. But overall, like after I said that, I was pretty much done for the season. And that wasn't until like the Kevin Durant draw. I'm still kind of figuring that one out, whether or not I'm going to pick that one up. But this one, I was actually planning to skip. But typically when I do skip draws, I always do like at least 3 to 4 spins, because you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you get really lucky. Sometimes I get the calling card. Sometimes I even get the character skin. But in most times, I really don't get the legendary skin. But again, I mean, there's always a small tiny slimmer of hope that you could actually get the legendary skin. And you know, luckily this time around when I did the last spin, which was the third one, I ended up getting the Moon Shadow. So if you guys are wondering why I'm not showing any sort of receiving animation for this gun skin, and that was mainly because I was, you know, doing the pulls when I was just like laying down on my bed, so I didn't, you know, have a chance to record. But my reaction was quite stellar.
Oh shit.
So then I took a nap, and then like probably an hour before Tears of the Kingdom came out, I ended up just making the video real quick and just planned to make it, I guess, on this day, well, I guess the next day. So the Moon Shadow, what can I say about this thing? Well, I wasn't really thrilled that we were getting another AK legendary skin, given the fact that we have like, I think 40 of them at this point. So yeah, that's part of the reason as to why I didn't even want to pick up this weapon. And second, I mean, there was a lot of legendaries in this, you know, season that were kind of subpar. The AK was one of those weapons, and again, like I said, we have the mythic, we have the legendary prestige skin, and don't get me wrong, the Moon Shadow does look pretty fancy and everything, but again, it's not something I would use. I mean, I haven't been using the AK recently anyways. To be honest, at this point, I think a lot of people are kind of just tired of seeing AK-47 legendary skins, because there's like plenty of guns out there that are kind of in need of legendary skins. That being, of course, the XPR, but I think that's coming out like in Season 5 or Season 6. I think the XPR is finally getting one, but also the Chicom also needs a legendary skin. So it kind of felt like a wasted opportunity, like getting just another AK-47 skin. So that's part of the reason as to why I didn't even want to pick it up in the first place. But again, I mean, doing those 3 spins, I just happened to get lucky. I wasn't really expecting something like this. But, you know, now actually talking about the physical appearance of the gun, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, the iron sight's pretty cool. It's a little weird, but it's pretty cool. I'll get used to it immediately, you know, if I start using this more extensively. As for the design, obviously, that little ball right there, it's more, I guess, of a fortune teller type of theme. You see the crystal ball there. It is a reactive skin, by the way. So, like, it starts off purple, but, like, the more kills you get, it starts changing colors. Killing enemies usually results in a death effect of kind of like this this purple shadow of like a fortune teller, and that's basically it. It doesn't really make too much noise. It's not that annoying. It doesn't really like ruin your vision if you're trying to kill someone from behind or anything. But yeah, like some of the effects besides the outer appearance, it is kind of subpar. If anything, this legendary kind of reminds me of the GKS one, the one that we recently got. It kind of has like somewhat of the same design. The only difference is that it's just colored differently and it's on a different gun, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it's like the design is pretty cool. I will give it that. It's very elegant. So as for the sound effects, again, that's another subpar feature that they have on this gun. For some reason, it just like it still kind of sounds like the basic AK-47. Of course, if you leave it unsuppressed, it's going to sound a little bit more different, but nothing that really stands out like crazy. So another thing I almost forgot to mention before I close off this video is the fact that this gun actually does have a slightly altered reload animation. Typically with the AK-47, you know, you lift the gun up, you kind of like pull the mag out from like both sides, you know, you hold it from the sides instead of the bottom. With this time around, you kind of hold it from the bottom side and then you just put it back in, and I think that's mainly because of how it's designed. I don't think like realistically you could actually pull it out from the side since it's kind of blocked. So I guess they had to kind of like modify it just to make sure it doesn't look weird. But overall, like physically it looks pretty cool. I mean, you do see some like the outer like effects are not really that noticeable, to be honest. I mean, the crystal ball turns blue and it just shines up a little bit. But other than that, I mean, there's no moving animations on like the side of the gun or anything. So it's not really much of a crazy legendary skin with effects. So at least it's not crazy in effects, but it looks really good at, like, how it's just built. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, guys. That's pretty much it for this video. So I'll see you guys next time.